So 3 wildly different strikes. Toe, low, heel. That's what you want to see your driver do.
Yeah, spin's the same.
It's impressive.
Carry and total's the same.
Yeah.
Ball speed's the same.
It's well worth noting it when you do see a pattern of strikes like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really, really good stuff.
Standard deviation on the spin, 183.
All right, guys, welcome back. Delighted to be unveiling today the new Cobra line of drivers for the year, Mikey.
Darkspeed.
Darkspeed. I would say the people's champ in the November, December sort of social media unveilings, the guerrilla marketing that seemed to be going on out there. I don't know how these pictures get leaked, but they seem to.
Yeah.
Miracles do happen. Never happened in the golf industry for 30 years, but all of a sudden it's started happening. Anyway, what do you think? Thoughts?
A couple years ago, they had a limited edition driver, and everyone was like, oh, I like that one. It looks cooler than the standard one.
Yeah.
So they've come out with the limited edition color straight out the gate. It looks premium. It looks like a sports car. We know the team at Cobra love their sports cars. And that's what this looks like. It looks really, really premium.
So when I saw the pictures online, I'm like, oof, that looks good.
Yeah.
I have an LTDX with a sort of matte black finish. Last year's 50th anniversary version with the gold on it was great looking. I did not expect it to look like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm seeing yet. I'm still trying to kind of put it into words, but I didn't expect it to look like that. It's definitely feels like, even with the LS model, it does feel a little elongated.
Very deep.
That's definitely very deep, like a long driver, like you say. I mean, from a shaping perspective, obviously we can sort of overlay some of the high-res images here. You've kind of got this aerodynamic shape, this sort of raised skirt at the back. Let's try not to laugh, Michael.
I'm not laughing.
Come on.
I'm being professional.
Okay. So that's definitely something that's a little bit unique to this. 3 weight ports. I want to ask you the question, what did you think needed to change about Aerojet?
To be honest with you, I thought Aerojet wasn't anywhere close to what LTDX was, in my opinion. I thought LTDX was...
It was a good driver.
Was a great driver. I didn't think it was as quick as LTDX. So I'm hoping with Darkspeed, obviously there's a lot more, movable weight in the X. There's a lot more movable weight in the LS. So, it looks a little bit, kind of further apart. The fade and the draw, maybe a couple millimeters larger, but I don't know. I'm just hoping for something a little bit quicker, kind of that LTDX flame that we had, because that was, I mean, the amount of LTDXs we did out of this place was nuts.
Yeah, no, it was very interesting. I'm still trying to get over it. I'm still trying to kind of capture what I see. I'm struggling with it. It looks like, because you've got this sort of very deep front and very shallow back, like it really sort of raises up. Like it almost looks like the driver's floating. Do you know what I mean by that?
It's a very,
if you look at that, because like you see round here, it's so elevated. There's nothing of the back of that driver touching the ground.
Yeah.
It literally looks like the driver's floating in there. That's what it is.
Yeah.
To my eye, anyway.
It looks really small to me, footprint-wise. Like I understand it's elongated in the back, but you look down, it doesn't look 460 whatsoever.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Elongated back for a little more forgiveness.
Aye,
Let's see if it works.
Okay.
Okay, Cobra. Thoughts? X.
Looks like their traditional shape. Like you said earlier, I think we were taken back by the shape of LS.
Yeah.
To me, this sits neutral. You've got a weight forward that you can move. So you have 12 in the back, 3 forward, or 3 back and 12 forward. Play with MOI and some spin. It's kind of what we've been working with even last year. I just like the look of this one better.
Yeah, I do as well. Okay, this is the neutral one. We'll put the weight in the back, Mikey. Keep that spin up. A little high in the toe. It's doing quite well though.
Yeah, staying in play.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good for a bit of a stanky strike. Okay, so I gave you the high strike. I've given you the low strike now. Just a little variety,
nice.
You know? Testing the MOI.
Yeah. Let's see if you can give me a middle strike.
Oh.
Middle's overrated.
Give you the heel strike. My goodness. Okay. Now look at table. So 3 wildly different strikes. Toe, low, heel. That's what you want to see your driver do.
Yeah, spin's the same.
It's impressive.
Carry and total's the same.
Yeah.
Ball speed's the same.
It's a happy accident because I'm certainly not trying to do that, but it's well worth noting it when you do see a pattern of strikes like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really, really good stuff.
Standard deviation on the spin, 183. Sounded pretty good.
Yeah, it was better, that one, wasn't it? Sounded like it was a proper, maybe a little high in the toe still, to be honest. Not bad.
Yeah.
164, 14, 22. Nice, nice numbers. One more.
So good.
It is performing quite nicely. If you were doing a fit on a range without a launch monitor, you'd be nice, good drives. I'd be spooked as this player's fitter by why I can't find the middle of the club. Right, these like reasonable player, not too bad. No idea where the middle of the club face is with this.
Interesting. Okay. All right, Fraz. Darkspeed Max. Weight in the heel, weight in the back.
What are you laughing at?
Hopefully you can hit the middle.
This looks great. I actually like the shape of this one. I actually like the shape of this one the most.
Okay, interesting.
For me, the elongated back with the LS is it's got a narrow toe to heel profile that just makes it look skinny.
Yeah.
Like long and skinny. This one has some toe to heel mass. So like when you get halfway back in the driver, it actually has it looks robust.
Right, okay.
The LS head to me, and you know, we're not hit it yet, but again, I'm spooked by the look of it.
Yeah,
It looks long and narrow to the point where if I've hit it in the toe or the heel, I'm dead.
Dead.
Which is why I look at this and I go, hey, I've got a chance here. Just below the middle. Fairly in line with the middle. Not bad. Not a bad result off of a slightly thin strike.
That sounded good.
Better. It's as good as I can hit it.
Yeah, good drive. Again, like we've said in other tests, maybe not the speed for a max player. Be interesting to see what old LS does for you.
The one thing I will say about the Max before we get into the LS, and I think we're seeing this with all the higher MOI drivers, they're less about being draw biased now than ever before.
Yeah.
Like I was really surprised how neutral that one was from a CG location standpoint. I was actually more likely to leave it to the right than I was to turn it over left.
Right, okay.
You know, so. All right, our pal. I tell you what, it's remarkably well off basically the crown of the driver. How it's got 164 ball speed out of that, I'll never know.
It's a nice flight right there. It's quicker. It's a good drive right there. 12.7 launch, 2300 spin.
But it's just, the only 2 times I've hit that drive, I've really mishit it. Look what that strike is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
14 millimeters out in the toe. Like, why am I not hitting
That's
the
interesting.
better numbers when I'm hitting in the middle? Mm-hmm. And remarkable that it can do that out the toe.
Yeah.
Somebody has done it really well.
That's a hell of a save from the driver. Come back.
I've had a few of those today, haven't I? Just like, they're nice.
Yeah.
They just hang out to the right a little bit.
I mean, look at the strike's good.
It's in the right place. It's almost, like I feel like if I had some time with this, I could maybe like,
Break-in period.
maybe get it. Like I'm starting to like get some better numbers. I mean, that's 22 yards left. I'd take
Speed's
that
up.
all day. Speed's now climbing. High middle, quite like it. It's a driver that does well out of that high part of the head.
Yeah.
13 launch, 2100 spin.
It's come to life the second chance.
Did. It really did. I feel like, you know, when you meet somebody for the first time and you lock eyes across the room and you just kind of look at each other like, I don't really like you. But actually, as you get to know them a little bit more, they're quite a nice person.
Yeah.
It's kind of maybe a bit like when you and I first met, but definitely the more I hit it, the more I liked it. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. The Darkspeed Max, I mean, you hit it in the heel, hit in the toe, you could kind of miss it. It came back for you.
Yeah, it was very forgiving.
That LS, though, keeping that spin a little bit lower. I mean, ball speed's now right where we
good
were
window.
seeing from earlier tests.
Yep,
so
yep.
impressive.
Devil's work 666, Michael. Oof.
That's all right.
Yeah, another one.
Nah, you're fine. Yeah, no, I mean, they're good. I think that LS is just a funky shape. I think for me, the X just is their traditional Cobra driver shape, very similar. The LS might take a little bit of time to get used to, but it really came alive the second turn.
We've done testing with some other products today. If I had started my day with this, I'm almost certain it wouldn't have like been as big of a thing to me. I've just spent time looking at 3 other shapes today.
Yeah.
I think that might be why I'm a little bit like, you know, this looks different.
Right.
Because now I look at it and I'm 10 drives in or whatever, and I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
The eye is.
You're weird, though.
I know. Well, it wasn't. Nobody's going to debate that in here. Quirky. A quirky. Right, let's wrap it up. Okay, Michael, we started off, you were a bit lukewarm about the whole thing. Your energy was a bit low.
Aye, very good.
And I think as towards the end, as a few nicer flights started to make their way out there, you seemed to perk up a wee bit.
It's about time. All day watching you hit drives.
Thoughts? Break it down for me.
Good. I like that Cobra X. To me, I think that's going to be kind of the flag bearer for them.
Be.
Yeah.
Like 50% of the company's drivers should be sold in X.
Totally. Again, I think it's a speed story. They've made the gap a little bit larger for the really fast player and kind of the average player. I personally don't think you'll see a lot of average swing speeds or average or higher handicaps in that LS.
I don't think so either.
But if you're in the market for a driver, I really think that X has got something in there. Once it's fully dialed in, it could be pretty good.
Yeah. A lot of tech, I'll give it to the guys. I mean, things go through your head, right? And you're testing these things, and it's like, how did they get here?
Yeah.
Right, and we were down at Atlanta for the World Long Drive, and how many of the players were playing Cobra, and clearly they are influenced by what the longest drivers from an aerodynamics perspective want and need, and that sort of thing. And as we look at the raised skirt, we can definitely see that sort of influence of the long drive head.
Yeah, it is a long drive shape altogether. Yeah, interesting. But I mean, they've won the World Long Drive. Cobra did, well, Kyle Berkshire did anyways, using Cobra. So, I mean, listen to those guys. They obviously know something. They all talk, so.
They know a little something about speed, don't they?
Yeah, I'll take some knowledge.
And some speed.
Aye.
That both. All right, guys. You know, Cobra seldom lets us down in these initial tests, and I think they've stood up really, really well today. The head-to-heads are going to be the
bracket will be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be the deciding factor. That'll be the moment of truth, really, with all these products, because, you know, individually, you take some time, you work them out, you kind of do some things, you fiddle around with weights, you had to change the weights, and the X driver for me, I wasn't very good when the weight was forward. You flipped the weight to the back, and all of a sudden, it was autopilot.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're fiddling with these. You know, these truly are fitting videos as much as they are testing videos.
100%.
So it's very important that people know that as well. All right, guys, stay tuned for more, and we'll see you again soon.